There's a silent countdown happening inside your living room right now. Your cat has been waiting for you to perform one specific action their entire life, and chances are you missed the cue. Most owners think they have their cats completely figured out. But beneath that quiet, mysterious exterior is a list of unspoken desires your cat is practically begging you to notice. They are incredibly simple adjustments. Yet when we repeatedly get them wrong, our cats slowly stop asking. Here's the first protocol your cat is waiting for you to unlock. It starts with a concept we can call security guard mode. Have you ever walked into the kitchen, caught your cat perched precariously on top of the refrigerator, and immediately ordered them to get down? Almost every pet parent does this. But that exact moment you mistook for bad behavior or stubbornness was actually your cat executing a core biological command. Cats are hardwired to conquer the highest point in any room. In the wild, height equals absolute survival. It means total control over the environment. From up there, they can scan the entire perimeter, ensuring absolutely nothing can sneak up on them. Think about your living space through their eyes. When your cat gets startled by a loud noise or an unexpected guest, where do they run? If your answer is under the dark bed or behind the dusty couch, that is a subtle red flag. It means they are hiding low because they were never given the option to feel protected up high. You do not need an expensive setup to fix this. Simply clearing off the top shelf of a sturdy bookcase, placing a soft blanket there, or positioning a tall cat tree right next to a window will completely transform your cat's emotional state. The second they have an elevated sanctuary to call their own, a fascinating mental shift occurs. They stop hiding under furniture and they start watching from above. That transition from hiding to watching is the exact second your cat stops feeling like a guest and realizes your home is truly theirs. If this perspective shifts how you view your living room, the next rule of engagement might make you look at your own hands differently. It is time to talk about the trust bank and why you might be making unauthorized withdrawals. Imagine you're relaxing on the couch, you reach over to pet your cat, and they slightly flinch, duck their head, or calmly walk away. Most of us just shrug it off and try again later. But your cat just handed you a massive piece of data, and you completely ignored the fine print. Unlike dogs or most domesticated animals, cats operate on a very strict system of bodily autonomy. Every single time you reach out and scoop them up or touch them without their explicit consent, you are deducting points from an invisible trust account. Do it a few times, and it is no big deal. Do it dozens of times a week, and that account runs completely dry. True connection with a cat only happens when affection is initiated entirely on their own terms. So, what does a real invitation look like? It is that gentle head nudge against your knuckles, the slow, confident walk towards you with their tail pointing straight up like an antenna, or the exact moment they voluntarily curl into your lap without you lifting a finger. Everything else is just you making the decision for them. The hardest part of this strategy is doing absolutely nothing. It means letting your cat walk right past your chair without reaching down to scoop them up. But the moment you stop chasing and start waiting, the dynamic flips. Your cat will begin approaching you far more often. Not because you force them to, but because you finally prove that you are a safe harbor who respects their boundaries. Let us test something right now. If your cat has ever given you that magical head nudge, hit that like button and subscribe. It lets me know you are one of the unique owners who actually pays attention to the silent language. Now, let us look at the world from their physical perspective and talk about breaking gravity. When was the last time you actually sat down on the floor next to your cat, doing absolutely nothing else? No phone, no toys, no agenda. Your cat spends their entire existence looking straight up at you. From their point of view, you are this massive, unpredictable giant that moves incredibly fast, makes thunderous noises, and towers over their territory every single hour of the day. In the animal kingdom, sheer body height is the universal signal for dominance and potential threat. But the moment you deliberately lower your entire body onto the carpet, you instantly strip away that intimidating aura. You are stepping out of the giant universe and entering their miniature world. Try sitting on the floor a few feet away from them tonight. Do not call them over. Do not reach out your hands. Just exist at their exact eye level. You will notice their gaze change almost immediately. Their posture softens, their blinking slows down, and they relax because you are no longer a giant object they need to actively monitor. Once you are down on their level, you must use the 2-second hello. Never go straight for the top of the head. To a cat, a hand descending from the sky looks like a bird of prey. Instead, utilize their primary superpower, scent. A cat's sense of smell is 14 times stronger than ours. Scent is how they read the daily news, identify your mood, and determine if the current environment is safe. Going straight for a pet without a sniff is the equivalent of running up to a stranger and forcing them into a tight hug before saying hello. The proper protocol is effortless. Extend one single finger at their nose level, a few inches away, and freeze. Let them close the gap. Let them investigate your day. If they lean in or rub their cheek against your finger, you just received a green light. If they pull back, you have your answer. That brief 2-second pause changes everything. It tells your cat that you respect them enough to ask for permission first. Finally, you must build a predictable rhythm. Cats do not view time through a digital clock. They map their entire life through repetitive patterns. When you establish a consistent routine, your cat builds a secure internal map of their day. When that map becomes chaotic, their internal peace shatters. We are not talking about massive life changes like moving across the country. It is the tiny details, feeding them 40 minutes late, changing your schedule completely, or skipping that evening interaction. To you, that is just a busy workday. To your cat, the one stable anchor in their universe just became entirely unreliable. A cat who never knows what is coming next is a cat that remains constantly on guard. And a cat who is always on guard simply does not have the emotional bandwidth to show you affection. Consistency is what allows that guard to finally drop. Now that you understand the hidden code of their universe, it leaves us with one ultimate question. Does your cat actually view you as a trusted companion? Or are you just a loud, unpredictable giant who keeps misinterpreting their silent signals?